You ready?
Go.
Hi there, and welcome back to Lunchtime Lockdown. I'm Andy Rimmer, and this is...
Hi guys, I'm James. Really great to be with you this morning.
Fantastic, wonderful, beautiful. Slightly grey day out there, but inside, the sun is shining. Hi there, and welcome back to Lunchtime Lockdown. Oh, I say, look, we're getting some feedback, but here we are. We're in our very own...
This morning.
Fantastic lockdown situation. It's great to have you here. Look, please start signing in. Get on the live stream. Welcome back to Lunchtime Lockdown. Oh, I say, look, we're getting some feedback, but here we are. We're in our very own this morning. Fantastic
Andy,
lockdown
go.
situation. It's great to have you here. Look, please start signing in. Get on the live stream. Sorry, we're a few technical issues here. Are we okay? Feedback, but here we are. We're in our very own this morning. Fantastic. And the lockdown situation. It's great to have you here. Look, please signing in. Ben, a few technical issues here.
Andy, can you mute your CC Barnett TV?
Feedback, but here we are. How to do it? Is that mine then? What do I do, Ben?
Andy, can you mute your CC?
Hi guys. Yeah, you should make sure you're not playing the video. Make sure you're not watching yourselves on the live stream. Yeah, you're just having the Zoom call.
All I've got is I'm not watching myself. I've just got the phone here with me with the live stream. I'm not watching it.
Okay.
Hello.
Guys.
I've got Christchurch Barnet. I haven't got just James and myself on here. I've got you and Christchurch on it.
You're just having the Zoom call. Okay, I think it's sorted now anyway. So
cool. Okay, right. Well, welcome back. We're here. That was a little bit of a challenge there, but welcome to the Pens. Great to have the Pens here. Hiya to the Pens. Wonderful. It's good. As gradually people sign in. Oh, they're coming in gradually. Hello, people. Come on, sign in. We need to know you're here. We can see that there's at least 10 people, we reckon, are watching this at this moment. So, James, how are you doing? James, how's it going? You're slightly in the twilight zone at the moment, aren't you? Just give an update. You know, the ladies particularly want to know what's happening with Michelle. What's happening?
I know. It's really weird. Michelle keeps saying that she's going into labour, and then for like hours she'll be lying there groaning.
I know. So she's been in hospital, been in there, and yeah, here she is back again at home.
I think it's just she loves the attention, you know. She just loves it.
Boy, no, I'm joking. Good husband. We're praying for her. Tell her that we're praying for her. We think she's amazing, and we're really want to support her. Look, so here we are, just for about half an hour today. I know it's a Thursday today. Normally it'll be on a Friday, but yeah, we're just here for a bit of half an hour of community, isn't it, James? I think at a time like this, we need community. We haven't got the sort of the actual physical hugs, but we can see this as a giant hug. I think we should just hug the screen. Just try hugging the screen. Let's hug the screen. Oh dear, what a sight that is. James that close might well turn. Yeah, the numbers are still increasing. That's bizarre. Anyhow, it's good to be back, and say, if you've not been on this before, this is our second attempt at trying to bring various things to light, things that we're doing in lockdown, things that are going on, jokes. We're going to have a dingbats a little bit in a moment, and we've got a very, very special feature later on, which we won't tell you about yet because it's so exciting. We've seen it and it looks great, and we're going to make some comments on a particularly important part of lockdown life. So just James, tell us a little bit more about your week. Anything you've done which is slightly different this week?
Ooh, I've been really enjoying, like in the afternoons, I've been taking the kids on the poshest golf course in London. Well, I don't know if it is the poshest, but the Shire. Has anyone walked across the Shire?
Ballesteros. Seve Ballesteros actually designed that course. It's that posh.
So we go and make sandcastles in the, you know. What are those?
What do you mean, what those things? The bunkers. You're making sandcastles in the bunkers.
But I'd really recommend it. It's. I think you're allowed to go there. The guys there's workers there and they don't seem to mind. And it's amazing. It is so beautiful.
Oh, that's brilliant. Look, I mean, look, you need a hat. Look, you need a golf hat if you're going to go in and do that. I think we need a golf hat for this. That's great. Okay. This is Ian Poulter, who plays in the Ryder Cup, whatever. Yeah, so you've been making sandcastles with your kids. Anything else on the food front? What's been your favourite meal this week after your brilliant sandwich last week?
Ooh, favourite meal. Well, we ordered a curry to try and get things moving, but it didn't really work.
On the pregnancy front. No, it didn't work. Oh dear. It wasn't hot enough.
Yeah. But it was good though. Love curry.
That is good.
Curry leaf.
Obviously, on the food front, one of the things which has really, really been an amazing opportunity for us as a church, just want to tell you briefly, the food bank. You know, we have really blessed people with the food bank. I think that's one of the absolute joys that we've had. Just getting some feedback here from someone, Ken, saying, "Defo not meant to make sandcastles in the bunkers." I've got to say though, Ken, if you ever watch me playing golf, I spent a lot of time in bunkers over the years, and to be fair, I would prefer to make sandcastles in the bunkers when I play than actually the attempt to get out of the bunkers. But we need some sporting insights there from young Kenneth.
Surely it will enhance the golf. It can only enhance people's game. You know, lift their spirits a bit.
But yeah, come back to the food bank. The food bank has been an amazing thing over the years, and now it's really being needed and being used. And being in there today, and they're setting up for the next phase of both people coming in and both delivery. But this meal delivery service thing, James, it's absolutely incredible how many people across the board, links we've got through Open Door, links we've got through other organizations around here. Absolutely amazing. I like 170 meals or something in the last 2 weeks.
Wow, that's such a blessing. And well done, Karen. I think.
Yeah, well done, Karen. Well done with the team, and really, really good stuff. Now, one of the things that I thought we'd focus on is films, because you know there's been a lot of space around for us to do other things, and to be fair, we've got to admit probably we've watched a lot of films, and I'd love to get feedback about films that are going on in your life. Any particular film series, or you know, might be watching on Netflix some sort of these series. You know, people mention about various ones. I'm just wondering if James, you've got into any particular films that you've enjoyed this lockdown.
We watched with our kids. We watched the new Pilgrim's Progress. Has anyone seen that?
Oh wow! No, I haven't. Well, how can you watch it?
It's on Amazon Prime. It's like £4.59 or something to rent it. But our kids loved it. I didn't think they would, but because it's about a soldier who's got a sword and he has to slay these giants and monsters, and they absolutely loved it and they want to watch it again. So yeah, I'd recommend that.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
That's quite new, that film, isn't it? And you've also been really into this thing called The Chosen, which is not based in films. It's based on your phone, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you download it. It's free. You download the free app on your phone or your iPad, and then then you can either watch it on there or you can stream it onto your telly through the app. And it is absolutely brilliant. If anyone's seen it, can they just comment now and just say yes?
Yes, come on.
It is absolutely, it's one of the best things I've seen for a while. It's so powerful. Each episode gets better and better. It just blows all the religiousness away from the story of Jesus.
Oh, right.
It's now amazing.
So, but we're getting films starting to come in now, which is fantastic. The Pens, they're into Jurassic Park. I think that bit of Jurassic Park, I remember my son James, who's now 26, was scared in Jurassic Park by that bit where it looked, this little one looks really, really sweet. Do you remember the one that goes, and then something goes, like that? Did you get scared?
Yeah.
I was in Jurassic Park. Indiana Jones, that's what they've got into. They've watched all those series. We've watched some Grishams. I think I mentioned that before. And actually, we should, for those of you a little bit older there, The Lincoln Lawyer. That's a good film. Good film from Ken there. Again, any other contributions coming in here? There's people there. They're just not replying. They're not commenting. You can do it on the live stream. Well, no. Actually, if you're of a certain age, like my age, you'll remember these two people, old black and white stars. Can we just throw up this picture, because this was put together by someone who felt this connected particularly with James. What do people think of this picture? What about that? Look, he thought it was Lauren Hardy. We've got a very. Doesn't that look exactly like Stan Laurel? Anybody want to make any comments on this? As Ken talks about Game of Thrones, we better move on from that quickly, Ken. All that violence and stuff. Any comments there? Do you think he looks like Stan Laurel? I think he does. I think he needs to go like this, just like Stan Laurel.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart McIntyre, for that compilation. We'll have more of those. Anything else? That's great. I think I look a little bit like Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. So anybody wants to work in one of those.
Great new series called Picard it's on Amazon Prime free. It's absolutely brilliant.
Right. With Patrick Stewart. Anyhow, let's get back to the back to things. So on films, simply want to send out again, get responses here. Currently, we're just getting all the Avengers. Of course, Carol Betts' particular obsession with Thor. Now, she's mentioned Thor. She loves Thor. Obviously, it's for the Marvel action and Chris Hemsworth body. But we like the latest Thor. I like the latest Thor, Fat Thor, right at the end. But yeah, thank you. Ken comments there. Stan looking smarter. We like these comments. They're coming in. So just a simple question, particularly kids might want to get involved with this. Favorite, and all of us can talk, favorite Disney film. Everybody loves a Disney film. And we've rediscovered Disney films as a family. It's brought us together. So favorite Disney films. We've seen some recent ones like Tangled and Dumbo and those sorts of things, but favorite Disney film and why? All right, we want to hear feedback in relation to that. James,
I'm going to say something really controversial to start with.
Yeah,
I actually did like Frozen 2. I'm really sorry, but
Frozen 1 is I never get those hours back in my life.
Apart from that, I love Moana. I think that's really powerful. I love sailing, and that's really
Tangled.
good.
Yeah, Ben likes Tangled.
Mary Poppins. Does Mary Poppins count? I love Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Mary Poppins, that's good. Yeah, there's nothing like a bit of Dick Van Dyke. Oh look, Ben's giving us feedback. He likes the lantern scene in Frozen 2. He thinks it's great. Naomi thinks it's fantastic, Frozen 2 as well. So you got to start. But Janet McIntyre, referring to your sandcastles in the bunker, says very Lauren Hardy-esque. Is true. We should try taking a piano down the stairs sometime. That's another Lauren Hardy. But yeah, back on films. Any other Disney films out there that people love? Favorite ones? Dan Penn. Surely Dan Penn. You must love a good Disney film. Joe Penn, do you want to admit that? Oh, Frozen 2, great plot, twist at the end. Oh no, right. Good. For me, I have to say, the greatest Jungle Book of all time. It's Jungle Book, sorry. Disney is Jungle Book.
But do you like the new one though?
I hate it. Hate it because one of the greatest Disney songs of all time is not played till right at the end. Ooh. You know, well, I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. All that stuff. I love it. Love it.
Inside Out. That's a good one, Julian. Amen.
Inside Out. That is a good film. Yeah, Julian, welcome aboard, Julian. Come on board. You've obviously come from outside in. That'll be a reference that comes up a bit later. The new Aladdin. I gotta agree. Bethia, you're right on that one. The new Aladdin. Awesome. Very, very good film. So if we're thinking of some great films, that reference to The Chosen is excellent. The reference to Disney films, there's some really good films out there, some rubbish out there, but there's some great films in there. And Michelle is now suggesting we have a dance-off. But the thing is, we need some music really for that, and the right sort of. Yeah, I think we'll keep the dance-off to a later on stage, really. Or maybe Michelle, you could come and do a dance-off, and that would help with. Maybe moving things along. Maybe, I don't know.
Amazing. Yes, let's do that.
Okay, maybe we should do that. We'll maybe save that for 15 minutes or so. So towards the end of this session, but we're going to try some dingbats. So get your bits of paper out, and we'll set things up. We're going to show you 6 dingbats that will come up on the screen by the wonders of technology. Our very own Ben has produced this. 6 dingbats up on the screen. Okay, hopefully, can you see them? What about the ones on the side? Can they see those? Yeah. So there you are. You've got the 6 dingbats. I want you to write those 6 down, and if you can, have a go at them. Oh, Nigel Mary coming in. That's great to know. Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Yeah, that's great. I often we had a discussion with our boys the other day. Which dwarf were they? Were they grumpy or dopey or bashful? Isn't there? All that.
Okay, they've just come up.
I came up as grumpy. Right. So any answers coming up now on the dingbats, please? Oh. Any answers coming up yet? Anybody work anything out? You should get them on your screen. Lunchtime lockdown dingbats up there. Do a bit of thinking. It's a bit of work getting yourself going. Yeah, welcome to the new folk who just joined. Very good to have you on board. Hope you enjoy this lunchtime dingbat. It might be you're working at the moment and, you're just taking a bit of a lunchtime break. I hope you've worked well this morning. It's been effective. James, you got any ideas there of what they are? Yeah? Oh, that's it. Well, good start there. The top left-hand corner. Anybody know what that is? We're going to give you the answer to the top left-hand corner. Give you a couple more minutes. Dr. Dolittle, yeah?
Yeah.
Dr. Dolittle is the top left-hand corner. Okay. Minnie Mouse, which is on the Stuart Little was mentioned there, but it's Minnie Mouse actually on the bottom left. Any other ones want to come in? This is good. Yeah, Minnie Mouse coming in. That's very good. Think about the other ones. There's some. They're quite challenging, quite stretching. These ones. They're not Disney films. These ones.
I'm terrible at these. Has anyone got the Faithfulness one yet?
Yeah, that's a difficult one. A great film, quite a niche film. Think about what faithfulness means. Quite stretching this. Yeah. Oh, you're like one of them. Oh, in fact, the others are very good. There's some very good ones in there. No, we're a bit stuck here on Minnie Mouse at the moment. There's still 4 more that needs to be done. This could be dinner time lockdown if we don't watch out, James, I think, at the rate we're going at.
Oh, Lion King you got.
What's that?
Lion King, Ben says.
Oh, yes, Lion King, spot on. That's the top right, the one with...
Oh.
All right. Do you get that one? The one at the top there? That's it. That's a king and a lying king, okay?
Okay, I get it now.
Fib, Lion King, okay? Clever, isn't it? So the last 3, anybody got any ideas on that? Oh, we got some kind of stuff coming in here.
West Wing.
The pens come in West Wing. No. Close. This will be a tough one, that one. West Wing's close, all right? So you made a good start there. It's a bit of an old story. It's a musical. That was a musical, if that gives you a bit of a clue. Involves gangs. Musical with gangs in. I'm going to have to do some dancing to some of these, I think.
West Side Story.
West Side Story is right. That's the one, top middle one. West Side Story. I know the abuse is starting to be thrown at the screen. Yeah. Okay. Right. So the last 2, there's Faithfulness, and then there's the one in the middle bottom. Right. Last 2 before we crack on with our particular feature we've got here. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna particularly give you a bit of an insight to the one at the bottom middle. Okay. It goes. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to boogie on a Saturday night. That was a little bit of T-Rex there for you. And we seem to have the right answer. No, we're not Michael Jackson. No, it's Billy Elliot. Billy Elliot. Do you get it? Yeah. Right. Yeah. General reaction pretty. So the last one on the bottom left. Any other answers to that? Any other ideas? Any other insights coming in?
Tricky one.
It is a very tricky one. I'll give you 10 seconds, you dingbats, to try and work this one out. Tough one, stretchy one. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, pretty difficult one, this one. This is a film called High Fidelity.
Ooh.
High Fidelity. But yeah, well done with everybody there. Dr. Dolittle, West Side Story in the middle, then Lion King, High Fidelity, Billy Elliot, and then the one down the bottom is Minnie Mouse. Okay. Yeah, Janet McIntyre with Great is Thy Faithfulness. I'm sorry, that's far too spiritual for this particular event. But well done, excellent. Thank you for the contributions. That will bring back another, maybe a slightly different quiz next week. I think probably it'll be. It could well be. You never know, James. It could be great babies that have been born in history. Of course, this is the week of Boris Johnson.
Yeah, born really early. Really?
Is it early? Was it not expected now?
No, I think it was end of June. It was expected.
Seriously?
I think so.
Oh, I say, wow, well, Boris, another Boris in the world.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but not go into that one. Anyhow, James, so well done with everybody on that one. And actually, on that front about well done, we should say today, happy birthday to Captain, now Colonel.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Moore. Did you see the fly past this morning? Amazing. What an amazing bloke he is. And the contribution he's making is incredible and has made. He's like brought everybody together in a really sweet way, isn't he?
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing character. Amazing character. Some of these older folk really just come into their own. It's fantastic. We honour older folk today. Woo!
Yeah.
Anyhow, right, look, last week we mentioned it's important to get out in the garden. And praise God, we have, those of us that have gardens, we need to be so thankful that we have gardens. It's incredible. And so we were thinking about gardens and someone sent in an item and we want more items sent in. Frankly, we're not getting enough feedback from you about, we're not insecure or anything, but we're actually getting very little feedback, not enough feedback, positive feedback, I may add, into things at the moment, are we, James? We need to, generally it's good. Maybe people are just used to it and think it's great. But on this show, we need more feedback. Now, I suggest we watch this particular bit of feedback here. And James, do you want to just introduce this? Because I know you've got one of these and it's a really important part of your life.
Yeah, now when I watched this, it just gave me serious envy. I just thought it made me break one of the commandments about coveting something. Coveting your neighbour's shed. But I just thought, this is Julian's shed, and this is just shed number 2. I think he's got 4 sheds or something like that.
3.5 apparently. I clarified this. He's got 3 and a greenhouse.
Oh, 3 and a greenhouse, yeah.
Shall we watch this? And we'll. Julian says he doesn't mind. Carol's done some beautiful filming of this, but as we go through, we might make comments about this. Here we are. Julian's shed.
Hi, this is now shed number 2. So this is the big shed, and this used to be a wooden shed, but as you can see, it's made of reinforced plastic. Why? Well, we'll find out. Let's have a look inside.
Find out what Carol does on the quiet.
Hang on, this shouldn't be here. See, you gotta protect your space. Things that shouldn't be here. Let's get rid of that. Right, come in and let's have a look to see what's here.
What do you love about this shed, James?
Very important to have a dry shed. With a wooden shed, this used to leak water.
What
and
is
if you're
that big
keeping
green
things in
thing
like
in the,
lawnmowers and all that sort of thing,
on the right? Is that
the
like a
electrical
pastry
stuff,
roller?
it has to be dry.
So
I invested in a plastic
Can anyone see
shed,
it yet?
and
Mine's
has
only
been
just come up
fantastic.
just now.
Now, the sorts of things that are in here are all heavy duty.
Can you
You've
see
got
this
things
shed at all, guys?
Axes,
Oh, axes.
you've got
He's a
strimmers,
psychopath.
you've got shredders,
Now this is
and the ultimate
coming up
boy
is something
toy,
really vicious. This is the worry. This is the man. This is
which
the
I
man who
recently just purchased.
he just purchased this. Now worry. This is. I mean, Barnett should be worried. Look at this.
Chainsaw on a stick. Doesn't get better than that.
God, doesn't get better than that. Now that's the
well.
psychopath. He's a psychopath.
Love it.
Also, important to keep things like barbecue.
Nice
equipment.
legs, Julian.
Yeah.
Shame about yeah.
It's lovely weather at the moment.
Oh,
Great
lovely
time
weather.
for a barbecue.
Oh,
And
time for a barbecue.
is a man's way of burning food properly.
I like that.
Thing, there's
A
also
man's-
some recreational stuff in here.
Oh,
I was
what's
digging
this?
around. Match fishing stuff.
Ooh.
Lots of fishing gear in here. All sorts of
Look at
things.
that. Lovely. So
So as
exciting.
well as practical, you can
match
also
fishing?
have a bit of leisure time in here
Listen
as
to
well.
this comment coming up. This is the funniest one. Look.
And if worst comes to the worst,
Yeah.
it's big enough that you could actually sleep in it. Shed number 2.
I want to know how many times, Julian, have you slept in that shed or one of
Yeah.
your sheds?
Yeah, we want to know. We want to know any comments about that shed that people want to make. We want to hear it. I think it's one of the tidiest sheds I've ever seen, James.
It's brilliant. It's just, yeah, it's really,
I know.
really tidy.
Every one of his sheds has a theme as well. I mean, we want to know from people. Do you want to see more of his sheds? You know, we've had shed 1. I think we could create our own mini series. I mean, forget Game of Thrones. You can get Tiger King. We've got Shed King.
King of the sheds, yeah.
King of the sheds. Well, I'm the king of the sheddies. Do. It's Julian. It's remarkable. Oh yeah. Now Michelle's. I couldn't possibly comment about sleeping arrangements. Yeah, no, don't go there. Don't go there. What's in the cupboard? The people are asking questions now. It's like through the keyhole. Maybe we could do that. That version. We could do. What shed is this person's shed? I think there's a series here.
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. And so, yeah, thank you so much for that input, Julian. We will unleash another shed on you, maybe possibly next week, but anybody else got sheds that they particularly go for, or any other items or any other parts of their lives that they want to share online, then that was just done simply with a phone, and we can work it. We can work it into this lunchtime lockdown.
Yeah.
Just aware, James, you might have to go and give birth in a moment. That's always potentially on the agenda. But apart from that, we just need to finish, I think, with some jokes. All right. Anybody got any jokes out there before we unleash a few of ours? Joke of the week. Any coming out there?
Well,
No?
Ken's got a good shed to show us next week.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Let's Ken's shed.
I bet it's very tidy.
I bet it is. I reckon it is. I think it's full of lots of.
Is that where Ben lives? Ben.
Yeah, I think Ben could be put in there. Got a lovely shed. Yeah, I won't show you my garage. Absolute tip. I haven't really got a shed as such. Maybe I need a shed. Everybody needs a shed. Apparently, every man has a shed. Did you know that 47% of the gardens in this country have a shed?
Wow.
That's a fact you need to know. In the world of statistics, that's the fact you need to know. So,
One of our
jokes-wise, any jokes? I can give you some jokes. Any got a joke, James? Keep everybody happy.
Okay, well, just to kick us off, there was a man who was in his house and there was a knock at the door. So he goes to the door, opens the door. He can't see anyone there. And he looks down and sees a snail on the floor. So he picks up the snail and he chucks it as far as he can. 3 years later, there's another knock on the door. He goes to the door, no one there, and he looks down, and there's that snail, and the snail shouts up, "What the hell were you doing?" What the hell was that about?
Where did you get that one from?
I don't know. I heard that a few years ago.
Excellent. Mine, I've stayed more in the sort of area of puns. All right. So I've got some. I've got conjunctivitis.com. That's a site for sore eyes. The other day, you know, I was walking out around the corner here and I saw an extinct bird with a hunchback. It was Quasidodo. Talking of competitions, I entered a competition putting sails on boats. It was rigged. Football, we're missing the football, but football, I saw a coconut flavored biscuit playing football. It was Wayne Macaroni. And the final one, exit signs. They're on the way out. Exit signs on the way. Anybody else got any? Look, we've got some in here. Did you hear about this? What's this? I better check this one first. Did you hear about the semicolon that broke the law? He was given 2 consecutive sentences. That's good. That's good. We want more of that.
Julian says, I ate a clock yesterday. It was very time consuming.
That is good. I like that. I like that. I like those jokes. These jokes need to be had. If we're going to create good community, yes, we need to do the serious stuff, but we also need to have fun and encourage one another. So any more jokes, please do bring them into the party. We want to hear about them. And here we are. Do you know the joke about the butter? Don't spread it. That's good. Love it. Love it from the pens. That's good. That's good. So we've had, you know, an interesting one, lockdown today. Appreciate all the input we've had. Oh, we got another one here. I recently decided to sell my vacuum cleaner as all it was doing was gathering dust. That's good. Sounds like Tim Vine jokes coming out big time here, together with the ones that I was uttering. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So next week we'll be back on Fridays. I'm sorry that I'm not in. We're not in for Friday tomorrow. It's just that I've got a funeral to take and I need to be available to do that. Yeah. So over the next week, lots of the usual things happening. Usual rhythm of stuff like the daily challenges. Like the Wednesday prayer and fasting, you know, building things that are becoming part of our sort of spiritual community. I know Connect groups are up next week, as they are, and obviously Sunday. My wife is preaching on Sunday, which should be good. And we've got some news from isolation from one of our mission partners, and some worship. Really amazing Sunday coming up. So it's going to be class. Any things, James, you want to say before we kick off?
Ooh, no, I'm just still thinking of jokes.
Well, you keep thinking of jokes. Actually, it's well to say after Sunday, we're hoping to, and watch out for this, we're hoping to give a space after the morning service, just for half an hour or so, when you can come in on Zoom after the service and you can join a Zoom chat. We're going to just do one Zoom chat initially, but if we get inundated with people wanting a coffee and a chat, then you know, we will extend it. But we'll just try one on Sunday. Watch out for the Zoom link, and you can come in. You can see people, catch up on who is out there, families and people individually. Anyhow, I think we've had a great time today, haven't we, James? Yeah,
been really good. Just to say as well, Alpha coming up. Did you mention that? Online Alpha on the 7th of May.
No, I didn't. We need to do that.
If anyone can invite a friend for that, that would be really good.
Superb. That would be good. That's this Thursday. We need to hear about more. Send out the Facebook link that we put out there earlier. And yeah, we're responding to the pens there. There will be some sort of cooking next week. Do apologise for the lack of sandwich this week after the smashing cheese sandwich that we had last week. We will develop something between now and then. May even be of the cooking variety. I may even do it live from our kitchen. But we'll see how we're placed then. But thank you so much to all your different ways that you contributed. It's been a cracking half an hour. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to pray. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for every single person here. Thank you that you love them. Thank you that you know them. And I pray blessing on them in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Goodbye, James.
Bye. Thanks, guys. That's great.
Goodbye, Oscar. Goodbye, Barnett. Bless you. Have a good day. Goodbye.